my god. Ow, frick.
Who are you talking to in there?
Coda.
You haven't seen my car yet.
Oh no, I haven't. Are we taking it?
Yes. How's she look?
It looks really good, baby.
Thanks.
It looks really shiny.
It's all dirty though. Now come on in.
Wow, kind of makes me want to sit on it. Oh, I can fit in them.
Your big old booty.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, 16.
What? The rears are lighter than the fronts? That's weird.
That's ghetto.
Yeah, usually supposed to be around.
First thing we're doing today on the STI is getting everything retinted. We're gonna peel off all the tint that's already on here because look at how bad the tint is on the car. So we're gonna get all of this tint peeled off and then redone and get the windshield tinted as well by my boy. Legal tint. Yeah. What's up, bro? How you been?
Good, bro. I missed you already, man.
It's been way too long.
I know. It feels like it's been a while, but then it feels like you were just here yesterday, too.
Dude, that is nasty.
Just scrape it off.
You can see how purple it is. That's bad. That's dark, bruh.
Okay, yeah. Try not to roll down the windows for about 2 days or so, you know?
Yeah. Let's go to cold start for the boys. This thing got so dirty so fast.
Yeah.
It looks good though, bro.
I like on a black car, I like how the windshield looks.
Yeah.
You know? Like you're supposed to get a windshield tinted on a black car. I love it.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man, of course.
Big shout out to the boys over at Elko Tint Shop for getting this thing all tinted up. If you guys want your tint done or wraps done, I'll have a link down below. So we made it back from Elko Tint Shop. The car looks absolutely amazing. We went with a 5% on this very back window, 15% tint on the sides, and a lighter tint up front. We didn't end up doing a windshield strip this time around, like we've done on the other cars, but I think it looks really nice. I think it's finally time to change up the calipers on this car. So right now, they are the factory Brembo Gold with the red lettering. And by the end of the video, you guys will see what color we end up doing. I don't think the blue on the gold looked good. And I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of the gold in general, no matter if we had silver wheels or black wheels or red wheels or gray wheels. I'm not a huge fan of the gold. Let's go ahead and change that up I'm gonna be doing a color today that I've never done before on calipers. I've always been super nervous to do it just because of brake dust, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. So what we gotta do to get the calipers off, pop off the wheels, 2 bolts for the calipers, 1 banjo bolt for the brake line, and the caliper will come off. We got the calipers removed from the car. Pretty simple to do. That's definitely the easiest thing of this process. Now we need to completely disassemble the calipers. So we have to pull out these pins right here for the brake pads, get the brake pads removed. There are 4 bolts on each caliper. Pull out those bolts. The 2 halves will come apart. On the fronts, there are 4 pistons, 4 dust seals, 4 fluid seals. On the rear, there's just 2 pistons and the 2 seals. So let's go ahead and get these things completely ripped down, and then we need to bring them in and get this powder coat stripped off of here. All right, we got everything completely disassembled. I know I didn't really show you guys the technique, I guess you could say, of pulling out the seals and the pistons. It's pretty easy to do. I'll link a video up in the top right-hand corner. I know I've done this a few times on the channel before, so I figured I'd kind of just skip that this time around. I'm gonna load up all the calipers and the caliper bolts into some Ziploc bags, throw them in my backpack, jump on the R6, go out for a nice evening cruise, and get these things dropped off at Limitless Coatings. We could spend 8 hours here sandblasting all of this factory powder coat off, or we can do the fast and the fun and easy way and have the powder coat shipped off and then come back here, sandblast for like 5 minutes for all 4 calipers and get them powder coated. So here is what all of the parts look like straight out of the powder coat strip tank. There is still a little bit of like staining and powder coat residue left on there, but that'll all blast off super easy. So what we need to do right now is fire up the sandblaster, get these things completely sandblasted, and then we can move on to powder coat. All right, we got all of the caliper sandblasted, all of the hardware for the caliper sandblasted. Then we went ahead and cleaned up all of these pieces right here with glass bead in the sandblaster. Somewhat of like a polished finish, they all look super nice. I ordered the powder yesterday from Prismatic Powders and it has not showed up yet. It is gonna show up later on today, but in the meantime, what we can go ahead and do is pull off all of the brake rotors. We are gonna be powder coating these guys as usual. We're gonna powder coat them and then get them turned because there's a bit of a lip on them as long as they're well within the spec of turning. We're gonna blast them. We're gonna powder coat this hub section, then we're gonna powder coat this outer section right here, and then go get them turned after that. When they are turned, it's gonna pull off all of the powder coat in this section right here. So it'll be a brand new, essentially a brand new rotor. Fresh powder coat, fresh grind, ready for a fresh set of pads. All right, we just got a rotor off, and because this lip is so big, the minimum thickness on a front rotor is 28 millimeters, on the rear is 18 millimeters. What we're gonna do to check if these are within spec is grind that lip off so we can actually use these calipers to get a measurement on the rotor. Went ahead, ground off the lip. These things are measuring at a little over 25 millimeters, so that's already 3 millimeters under the spec. So basically what that means is either the car can sit up in the air like this for, I don't know, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, just waiting on new rotors to show up, because I'm not gonna go to Napa and just buy like generic rotors. I wanna go online and find rotors that are probably the same price that are gonna be much higher quality. So we have that option, or option 2 is to get the calipers 100% powder coated, get them all finished up, and whenever the new rotors come in, we can go ahead and get those installed with the new pads. There's no way we're gonna put new pads with these rotors because it's gonna destroy the pads. These things are super, super shot. That's what we're gonna do, is just run these old pads, run these old rotors, just so we can get the car like drivable again. As soon as the new rotors show up, we can go ahead and get those installed. Let's run through, get all these calipers masked off for when that powder coat shows up. So all we're gonna do is mask off where the pistons go. So right around here, and then we're gonna actually bolt the calipers together so we can get these bolt heads coated as well. I am using this green masking tape, I'll link it down below. And then for all these threads, I'm just gonna throw in some random bolts that we have laying around that we do not need. The calipers are completely masked off. Now it is time for the fun part. The powder just showed up from Prismatic Powders. Shout out to them for getting it overnighted. Literally ordered this yesterday and showed up today. It's pretty solid. In this box is a color I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but at the same time I have not been wanting to do it because I know it's probably gonna be pretty hard to clean. Let's open this box up. Let me show you guys what color we ended up with. This is Polar White. It's the brightest and most glossy pure white I could find on their site. So I will have this link down below. Stay tuned till the end of the video to see how it's gonna look, especially behind the blue wheels. I've never done white calipers before, and I think white calipers are gonna look super, super good, especially on this car. I've been dying to do it on the Evo 10 because it's got the factory red, peeling, crusty calipers on there right now, and I've been wanting to do white. It would look sick on that car, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's gonna be pretty hard to clean. I know ceramic coating them is gonna make it easier to clean. The second you go drive the car, they're gonna get dirty. I also did pick up a new powder coating gun. It is most likely gonna be very, very temporary. This is a powder coat gun from Harbor Freight. It was about $100, super cheap. I haven't done the research and found the proper gun I actually want to spend a good amount of money on. The Eastwood gun that we were running for the last couple of years finally went out on us, so we had to get something to get these calipers done today. All right, I took a little break, went out to the lake with Bobby's family. As you can see, got a little bit too much sun, but we are back. So let's get back on track with this STI Brembo project. We got the first caliper in the oven right now. We're gonna get it preheated, then we can pull it out and slap down some white powder coat. I'm really excited to test out this Harbor Freight gun. If it's decent and it's only $100, I would say that's probably a pretty good buy. We got it all set up. It's very, very similar to the old Eastwood powder coat gun that we used to use. I feel like all powder coat guns are relatively like the same design, same concept. So this one has a much bigger box. It has an on and off switch, which the other one did not have. This one has a foot pedal for the grounding system instead of the thumb trigger. The gun looks a little bit different. Other than that, it looks pretty much all the same. Let's pull this caliper out of the oven, spray it out, see how good this gun sprays. If it's worth the $100, I will link it down below. If it's not, I won't link it at all. The Harbor Freight gun definitely sprays a lot different than the Eastwood gun. I'm not a huge fan of the foot pedal. I would much rather use the thumb switch with the Eastwood gun. I think that's much better. And I also think the Eastwood gun does spray a little bit better. I definitely need to do some research and just buy one good gun and be done with it. We got the first rear caliper in the oven right now. This is gonna go 400 degrees, part metal temperature for 12 minutes. So the first caliper is all finished up, turned out super, super nice. Let's go ahead and bang out the other 3 calipers. So we just got finished up with the very last caliper. Every caliper turned out literally flawless. They look so dang good. I already went ahead and assembled the rears, got them on the car. Let me show you guys how to go about reassembling a front caliper. So we need our 4 pistons, 4 dust seals, the 4 fluid seals, and then there is just one really small O-ring or seal that sits in between the caliper. We gotta pull this thing back apart. Let's pull these 4 bolts out, get this masking tape off. What we're gonna be using to assemble is actually engine assembly lube. I've tried brake fluid, and I actually prefer to use the engine assembly lube. It seems like it goes together a little bit easier. And the second you bleed the brakes, it'll push out all of this leftover assembly lube. Just like that, we have the caliper assembled. It is relatively easy to get these things back together. We're gonna actually torque down the bolts when we get the caliper installed on the car. Did get a little bit dirty, but not a big deal. I do want to ceramic coat these brakes or the calipers before we get the wheels back on. Why are you running away? What's up?
I'm just really sunburnt.
Hi Bobby, say hi to the vlog.
Hey guys.
Should we bleed the brakes first or should we put the stickers on?
Bleed brakes, then put the stickers on.
Ceramic coat before stickers or after stickers?
Before.
Okay, so all the brakes are on the car. Bobby came over to help bleed them out. We're gonna start at the furthest caliper away from the master cylinder. So that happens to be the driver's rear. So we're gonna go driver's rear, passenger front, driver's front. You ready? Mm-hmm. Should we bang her out?
Let's do her.
Do her? Mm-hmm. Just a good girl. We just finished up with the brake bleed. Now I want to go ahead and clean up these calipers because they're really, really dirty and put on the new Brembo stickers. You guys ready to see these? Should we show them the stickers?
Show
Are they too much fuego?
They're way too much.
Too much fuego?
I thought we got a ceramic coat first.
I would rather ceramic coat over the sticker.
Oh, okay.
It'd be more fun.
Okay.
I'll protect the sticker better.
Okay.
These are the stickers we had made for these Brembos. As you can see, we incorporated the Vossen logo into the Brembo logo itself. And check this out when you walk outside. They're like a reflective blue. Those are so damn sick. All right, babe, let's throw these things on. Like that? Mm-hmm.
Honey.
Yeah?
Calm.
is that not Fuego? Hold up.
It's pretty Fuego.
Watch this. That just really matches my pristine paint job. What do you think though?
Cute.
That's sick. I'm kind of happy we did white calipers, huh? You want to do white?
Yeah.
Ceramic coat time?
Let's
Put
get
on the wheels time. Get it out in the sun while the sun's still awake.
still up.
And see how fire she looks. I have a kit right here from Avalon King for the brakes. You definitely don't need a whole kit for the brakes, guys. You could do like a lot with one kit. I'll have this link down below. You already know, Devin25 will save you $25 off of one of these ceramic coat kits. It's gonna help a lot with brake dust. So let's get these guys coated. Brakes are one of those things where obviously you can't cut the whole brake with this pad, so I'll just do the face of it like that, all right?
Right.
And then I'll pull it off, and I'll just do whatever I can, like this. These are tough. All right, let's give that a minute. Wipe off the excess coating, get the wheels on, see how fuego she looks. Are you kind of jealous?
Very.
Of my suntan?
I have it too.
Too much sauce or just the right amount of sauce? Which is it?
It's hitting the limit on too much sauce.
That's nutty.
That is looking really good. Wow.
All right, guys, we got the car all finished up. Bobby also did a few little mods on her car today as well. So she did these front badges right here, or that front badge, and she did the rear badge. They're not even overlays, they're actually badge replacements. So those are super dope. I need to get some of those for my STI. But we got both of the SUVs out here tonight with a nice sunset about to happen. Oof. Which one you taking, guys? Old school or new school? This one's more beautiful. My car looks better. My car looks better. Here's how the brakes came out. Those are sick. Those are just straight fuego. You wanna pull my car forward so that guy can get by? If you guys wanna get this exact powder coat, the polar white that we did on the calipers, I'll have that link down in the description box below. And I'm gonna figure out where Bobby found these badges. Let's go ask her. Where'd you find those badges at? eBay? Amazon?
No. I really couldn't tell you, I forget.
I'll figure out where she found them at and I'll link them down below because they're super nice. It's not just an overlay. So the factory badge is all chrome on the outside, so we had to pop off her factory badges and put these ones on. So if I could figure out where she got those, I'll link those down below. I'll also have the ceramic coat that we put on the Brembos down below as well. That is gonna be it for today, guys. Really hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think of the white Brembos and those nice, shiny, new blue Brembo decals down in the comment section. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.